I got the camera on. So I want you to say
Hello.
what year, everything.
Oh, September the 20th, 2020, right?
Yep. And you got a birthday coming up real soon, don't
Real
you?
soon. And
Yeah.
Laura's got one next Sunday.
Yep. Okay.
And your Bradley's was yesterday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did Bradley get for his birthday?
He got tickets to Bell Louisville.
What was it?
Tickets to the Bell of Louisville.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the boat?
Yeah.
When is that?
October
Be fun.
3rd.
I didn't know that.
Or say something to the camera.
Hello, everybody.
This is a very special day.
It is a nice, beautiful day. Glad to have everybody together.
You know, you're looking like you're going to have a birthday pretty soon.
Thanks, Tommy.
No, just by that radiant look.
I'm just glowing because my
yeah.
birthday's coming. That's right.
That's right. And else we got here. Okay, Lizanne. Say something to the camera.
Happy September.
And
And
do you think that your middle younger brother is really special?
needs.
Hey, Dave. Dave, that's not that funny.
I thought it was very funny.
Hey, Katie. Say hello. Debbie.
Hi.
Okay. Wayne.
Hey, what's up?
I'm just putting
What's your name?
Wayne Roberts.
Okay. Who's this? Is your name Jalen?
No.
Jaden?
It's Blair. That's who it is. Can't you tell?
Don't forget to use the hand sanitizer, Billy. Say cheese. Hey, Bess.
Well, hey, Uncle Tommy, how are you?
All right. You did good. All right, tell you pull your mask on just a second so we can see how he's changed over the years. You got a lot of blonde in that mustache. Who's this great man? I've not seen you in Duck Dynasty or something.
Yep, that was me. All three of them.
And who's this? I bet you have a really cool grandfather.
No.
No.
No. Not at all.
Wait a second. I know that no means yes, right?
No means no.
Hey, who's that little boy? And what is your name, young man?
Strong Tom's son.
Santa Claus.
What? Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Michael? Is it Michael Roberts?
No, it's Santa Claus.
I think I know that guy. And who's this pretty lady? What's your name? Katie Roberts?
Yeah, you don't remember my name?
Oh yeah, I think I do. And here's Mr. Bill. What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay. Who's this? Mimi?
Mimi and
who's this? Mr. Knox? High five.
I'm not Mr. Knox.
You're not.
just Knox.
Noxie?
Who is that kid?
Hey, is T-Pop cool? Hi. Is that Kim? How you doing? Good seeing you.
Thank you.
I think this is still working.
Actually, glad to be here.
Who we got here?
Say hello. Is this your grandbaby? Grandbaby, Georgia Faye.
Daniel,
T-Dub?
pull your shades down a second. Let me see your face here. Pull the shades down. Now say something.
Thanks to this one, but maybe
All right.
they had two boys. So I've got three altogether then. So
Rosemary, you want to say anything?
say to who? Happy
September Day.
September Day. That's right.
Oh, here we come. We got to see the little princess. Hey. Hello, Raya. Hello, Raya. It's T-Pop. Oh, look at that. Get out of the sun. Okay. Okay, I say something to the camera.
Hi.
Oh, she's getting so big.
I know.
Yeah, that sun might put me to sleep. Might put me to sleep. It's really good. Hello, Libby. Say something to the camera.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, Dad. Say something to the camera. Jeez. All right.
I actually feel better now.
What do we not got in here? Okay, Mallory, you gotta say something to the camera.
I don't know what to say. Just say hi.
Did you
How's it going?
say Uncle Tommy is really cool?
Okay, you're really cool.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, wow.
Unless you pay me.
Well,
Unless you got
hey,
your wallet.
yeah. They give you an IOU, baby. Say hello to the camera.
Hey there.
I think I've gotten everybody.
What's that?
Anybody I haven't forgotten? Yeah. All right.
No, I already had 2 people there this morning. I said it's a revolving door, but it isn't who I want.
Let's see. What is today? The 20th?
No, he's called.
Yep, September 20th, 2020.
I'm not going to be home the rest of the day because I'm going to play golf at Country Club at 4 o'clock. Get in there and go. And you say, you've done it previous today?
That's in here.
On Friday night. So,
Hey, Jalen, am I the coolest person you know? No means yes, yes means no. Say yes or no, and no means yes.
I did.
All right.
But that means no.
Do you think I'm not cool?
I think you're not cool.
No, not cool.
No, you're not.
He's cool. Super cool.
See, not means that you think I'm not cool, so that means you think I'm cool. So I had to be quick with words there.
You've really grown up this last couple of years. I don't remember last time I saw you.
Touch my face.
Why'd you got me here? I think that looks pretty good.
Ryder Cup, Summit versus Windward.
All right.
Car broke down, so he'll take my cart, then I'm trying to get his cart so I can get it back to the shed, and there's a thing missing. Hello, Mr.
wait a
Tom.
minute now.
Say something.
Where is it? Where do you go? Woodridge. Oh, and and you can't.
Are you ready? Say something.
Hi. I don't know.
What's your name?
Kim Roberts.
Okay. And who's this?
Meadow Roberts.
How old are you?
10.
10 is in like after 9.
Double digits.
Okay.
You can count sometimes.
Gotta help me out. Gotta help me out.
Gotta get Rich and Brian. Are they back?
I'm like, oh, I have nothing really to say.
Talking on one like a frog.
I know, I'm like,
Hey, hey.
hey.
It was a while ago. I think they're just going to let it go to the 28th.
Bears.
Really funny? Absolutely.
Well, come here, I gotta get you on camera for a second. What's your name and your age, young man?
Reg,
They make phones that do that.
How old are you?
11.
11? That's funny, your sister's 10. Who's this behind you?
Who is it?
That's Ryan Roberts. He's a deer hunter. He kills big deer.
Oh, wow. How old is he?
Oh, he's real old. He's a boomer.
They're like 40?
He's like 40 something. He's like 40. He's probably like 57. He looks like 70 though.
How old are you?
I'm 11. I look 72.
Yeah.
My marshmallows like, and I like when Tony grills a squash and zucchini and eggplant. I like it burnt. It has a really good flavor.
It's
Hello.
I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, I like it burnt.
I took the seeds
Happy
out.
September.
I put them down the middle.
Special.
Took all the seeds out. Put cream cheese and
Well, Bill, did you have one? Was it good?
brown sugar.
All right.
Hello.
Did you have a s'mores yet?
Not yet.
Mallory, you're too quiet over here. I want you to get up and have a s'mores.
I might have some in a little bit.
Okay.
Looks good.
Get some before Rick gets in here and cuts in front of you. Where'd you steal that from?
Sammy Sosa.
Oh,
Yes, I did beat Billy in golf again today.
the truth is on film.
That's true.
I might try to find it on the internet sometime.
It did come over and hit the 51st one.
I had some cheese on it, but all the milk, cheese on top melted off, and then I put some brown sugar on it.
I like them with
Come on,
that
Kim.
brown sugar on them. That's really
good.
Got those jalapenos?
Yeah, I did. I just took that one bite off that one.
They're good?
Did you cut the seeds out? Did you cut the seeds out of her?
What'd you do, Rose? Just made a hot dog?
I just cut the end of it off.
Yes. You left the seeds in yours then.
I didn't know I had a seed in it, but I just cut the end of it off.
10 from the state final, and they went 0-3.
You got a napkin.
They won Friday night.
Cheese.
Did Wayne beat you golf today?
Never.
It's like queso with
Say cheese.
cheese.
Hard up there at private school. Those 3A
If I knew how, I'd
My dear sweet mother. Say hello, world. Tommy's my favorite.
They went to
Can't say tales. She can't tell tales. She's not gonna tell a tale. Say Tommy's my favorite. She's not gonna lie.
Rick, I'll fix it.
In celebration of Laura's birthday, we're all going to go around the fire here and say, I remember when Laura. So this is going to kind of become like a.
Oh, you gotta give us time to think about it.
Give us 10 minutes.
It's all good.
Give us 10 minutes to think about it.
Well,
Something funny, he said.
now I know Kim had some good ones last night about the driving, and then Bob just started with what earlier here. Okay,
What was it about, Kim?
so we'll get Kim to tell her. Everybody's got to do what you.
Do Bill first.
Bill, you-
Let them think for a minute,
No,
Tommy.
I got it. I don't.
Turn it off for a minute.
Ready.
Oh,
Mom, you got about 50. You could warm the crowd up here with one.
Well, I'm trying to think. The ones I've told several times before.
I know, but this is for the film, so you can tell it again.
Well, okay, one time Laura and Liz Ann were going to Texas to visit Rosemary. And we didn't have any money, but we had a $50 bill. And I told Laura, I said, take that money and put it in your sock so that don't put it in your purse or anything because you might lose it. Oh, I'm not going to lose it. Anyway, I said, put it in your sock. Well, of course, she didn't do it. And she get in the car and Liz Ann, she said to Laura, she said, you'll have to do everything Mom says. She'll know everything. So guess what? The guy that's for is about Paducah. Laura leaves her purse in the bathroom, and that was in the money. And they didn't have any gas money.
Aha!
She jinxed it.
Jinx it.
That's
Mama says it's gonna happen.
It does.
All right, who's next over here?
Not me. I mean,
No?
Let me think.
Bill, you got any?
no, I don't.
Wayne?
You gotta give them everybody.
Yeah, I remember.
Pause it for a minute. Let's think about it.
I'm not pausing it.
I remember when Laura was learning how to drive and she ran and tore the garage down at the house.
Running a ditch at the
You know,
cornfield.
I remember that too because I was there and went running outside, and I thought, oh my gosh, the garage is going to come down. So I grabbed one of those railroad tie beams. I measured the distance to the brace there, took the circular saw and cut around there, and there was still about that much in the middle that didn't cut. And before I could get something to break it off, boom, it all come down.
See, it was all your
So
fault.
you knocked it down.
He's
I
the
think
one
you did.
that
I was that close to saving it.
The only thing I always remember from Laura was when her and Angela Fowler went for a little joyride in Mom's car across the street, and then they got to a wooden bridge, and she was too scared to drive across the wooden bridge, so decided to put it in reverse. And in doing so, she backed up in the creek.
Oh.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
Yeah?
I remember.
None of the stories have been exactly
All
right.
right, listen.
Mom's wasn't in his.
Kim's telling hers.
I remember when
Hey,
Laura
Billy.
was first driving, and she told me the best way to back up the car was to look in the rearview mirror. She didn't have to turn around and look behind her. She could just use the mirror, and that's how she backed up Rosemary's driveway, that big, long, steep driveway at Rosemary's house, and it scared the crap out of me. And then another time we went shopping with Liz and Laura, and I think Lizanne was with us. And I had never seen this before, but we went into the dressing room, and all these ladies whipped out these pennies, and they put them on their heads. It was like, and me not being real familiar with this exercise was shocked. I went home to Illinois and told my mother they wear pennies on their heads when they go try on clothes.
Oh, that's too funny.
She didn't divorce me.
It worked.
It works, I guess.
So why'd they do it for?
It keeps your makeup from getting on the clothes you're trying on and off.
So I remember when Laura was little, because she was, they're not learning how to walk since she was about 3, because nobody would sit her down. Everybody just held her all the time. She was so spoiled. But then, and then if she had to go to the bathroom and she went number 2, you know, with that little code for us, come in here and wipe me, it was ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. She'd be in there yelling, ding-a-ling. So the little princess had her braille, right?
Laura Bell.
That's right.
Tommy, I've heard your mom say that when Laura'd get in the car, you'd all get in the car, and they'd say, Laura's got a dirty diaper, but it was a paper mill. I remember saying that.
Rose, Lizanne.
Okay, when Laura came to my house, it's another driving one. She drove up the driveway and Mom, with the steep hill, and we had already had the flat section. And she was in for about 15, 20 minutes. She goes, oh, Mom said to don't park on that hill because the car might go out of gear or out of emergency brake. And I said, oh, Mom doesn't know everything. So then,
And what did Laura say?
you probably said, what?
Mom does
Mom
know everything.
does.
I can't believe you said that about Mom.
That's what Laura did say. She did. And you know what happened to that car? It got out of gear and it rolled down the hill between 2 trees. No matter than what her car would fit in, and then went to the very bottom of the hill and stopped at where the mailbox was, and nothing was damaged. The
Guardian Angels
mirrors on both sides didn't get damaged. And I thought, by golly, Mom knows more than what I give her credit for.
I got one.
Billy's got one.
Okay, hold on.
I remember when Laura went to renew her driver's license up at the courthouse. When she walked in, they said, are you looking for your deer hunting license again?
Uh-oh.
She killed 3 deer with her car. Oh, just 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this last time it was a bunch.
Dave, you've about to have a few here, you can tell.
Okay. All right. So it's deal with Laura and cars. But a little different. So coming back from my parents' house, we had just started dating, I guess. I thought she was so pretty that I was looking over at her and hit a guardrail.
See, this guy's a genius. He's like, he got in a story and he got some points in the process. Good job there.
He scraped the whole side of his car. His dad said, David, did you wreck your car?
He said, not that I can remember.
Okay, Lizanne, hadn't heard anything out of you.
I don't have any bad stories. I just we were just spoiling rotten all the time, and we took her on the piano stool one time and put like 100 different ponytails on top of her head and told her how pretty she was, and she walked right on the screen. It's like she's the prettiest girl in Hancock County.
What was that little saying you used to ever say about funky, cool?
What is it? Cooler kid.
Hot
That's
stuff.
tough. Ooh, gross, waunchy thing.
That's
There's
exactly
something
right.
about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I have to say. Those four little
It
sayings.
was something. What was the very beginning though? Cooler kid.
Cooler kid's what I think of.
Cooler kid.
That's gross.
That's gross. No.
No. wasn't
Cooler
cool
kid.
That's gross.
Tough. Raunchy thing. There's something about raunchy thing. Cooler kid.
I don't remember now, but it was. We had her saying everything. She was just a Polly parrot.
It's Charlie. Remember that? You used to call her Charlie?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, because she had Charlie and Angel, or she had City and Angel.
City and Angel were.
City and Angel.
She had
City and Angel, her Maybelline
and when she
friends.
started to school, I asked Laura one day, I said, well, what happened to Charlie, or Angel? I hadn't heard anything about her recently. And she said, oh, she moved to Chicago.
She what?
She moved to Chicago.
That's where she got rid of her imaginary friends.
Well, Laura's imaginary friends are extra important because when you had the Easter Bunny come,
Oh yes.
you had to have a basket for Charlie and Angel, see?
Ah,
And guess what Charlie and Angel got?
extra candy.
Now, is that what you call a smart kid? City and Angel, yeah. They were special friends.
She said she moved to Chicago.
Maybe I should tell a tale about each of you all.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let me think.
You can start with them.
I'll start with Billy.
I knew it.
Okay. I remember Billy and I used to dance in the living room in the 70s and do all the cool 70, and he'd flip me around and put me on his shoulder and swing me around.
Wow.
And he would scare me about every time I'd walk out of a room. He was like hiding and he would try to scare me. Do you remember that?
I don't remember any of that.
Oh,
It's
I
not
got a
true.
really good one on
None of
Billy.
it.
And I remember when Billy was dating, sorry, Kim, our next door neighbor, Donna Bozart, they wanted to go out on a date, but she wasn't old enough. But their mother said they could go out on a date if Laura went with them. So I got to go out on a date with Billy and Donna. And Dana went too. I think Dana had her boyfriend. Dana had her boyfriend. Donna had Billy. And then Garth Beatty and I went. Garth was gay. We didn't know it at the time. He sat with one couple and I sat with the other. I was like 11 or 12. I didn't care. I was glad to be out with the cool kids.
Yeah. The older ones.
Yes.
Okay, you can talk about somebody else now.
All right, let me think. Okay, Wayne.
Trouble. Too quiet over there.
I remember when, no, it's my story.
I know. I'm just getting him recorded.
Growing up, Wayne always had motorcycles. And I remember Wayne drove me around on his motorcycle and we had a wreck on the Taylor farm.
Figures.
Surprise.
So I learned from him now the best. And he was like stuck under the motorcycle, his leg. And I had to save his life.
Thanks,
She
Laura.
told me to lift it up.
Thanks, Laura. You saved me.
But I had help pick that motorcycle up. I thought I saved him.
Well, I used to ride on the back of him, and I was like his bumper. So when he did his wheelies and fell all the way back, he wouldn't land on the gravel.
He landed on top of me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tell one on Lizanne.
It's me, one of the siblings, the youngest.
You're kind of the shadow of the light. I can't see you really
That's all
good.
right.
I remember whenever I was probably, I don't know, 5 or 6. We were a little young at the greenhouse. Lizanne and I were watching a scary movie, and this little monster doll would come alive if the chain come off
I
of
remember
it.
that movie.
And I remember Lizanne and I
Yep.
running all over the house screaming because of the scary movie.
Voodoo doll.
That doll had that knife.
Yes, it had a knife.
Had
And
a
it-
knife.
They put it in the
I saw
oven
that
at the end of the movie and it popped
Yeah.
out. And, yeah.
No, it was Voodoo Doll, I think was the name of the
Oh,
movie.
I gotta tell you one about Laura in a movie. She was watching this movie, it's some kind of real old, like Western movie, and this woman was having a baby, and all it showed in that movie was just her moaning and groaning going on. And Laura said to me, she said, "Mom, does it really hurt to have a baby?" And I said, "Yes, but you soon forget." She said, "All I can say about you, you must have a short memory."
6 kids.
6 kids.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Let me think.
Mhm.
Have a good one.
I remember when Laura went on her senior prom with what was his last name? Green.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, I was doing the photo shoot, and I think I started to embarrass her, especially when I was trying to get all these modern angles, and I was laying on the ground trying to get a shot of them, looking up, and she was like, "You didn't like that picture very well, I think."
They're looking down at all of them. All right, I'll tell you one about Rosemary.
Uh-oh. Wait a second.
Gotta be a good one.
We were good influences.
I know. Now I paid you not to say anything.
All right. Mom owned a clothing store over in Tell City, and Rosemary and I would work on that store on Saturdays, and she had a little green Bug, and I loved to drive the car, and I was probably 12. I wasn't very old. And Rosemary would let me steer the steering wheel all the way over every Saturday on Highway 60.
There you go. So
Oh
you're
my.
the
So she taught me
responsibility
how to
of her driving.
That's what you call good skills.
I didn't heard anything out of you over
I've
here.
been quiet listening to everybody else.
Don't you have anything to share with us?
I think I remember 35 years ago when Lizanne took me up to meet the family. And when we left, she asked me, "What did you think?" And I said, "Well, your brothers were really screwed up. Your sisters were really nice." And Laura just stared up at me. And she said, "Because she thought you were so good looking."
Oh.
There you go. True story. Ask
And
Lizanne.
Laura
Hey.
just what? Stared you?
You were staring at me the whole time.
Lizanne, were you still trying to get some brownie points or what?
All right, I'm going to tell a good one on Tommy now.
Uh-oh.
All right. When Tommy was like 15, he bought this car. I don't know what kind of car it was.
66 Chevelle.
And it sat on our basketball court. And Lisa Swihart and I decided we were going to play in his car. And he had this little wooden box in the back of the car.
Uh-oh.
And we opened it up and we found some really cool not cool. We found some girly magazines and Tommy got in trouble.
I think I found those on the side of the road. It was like,
Subscription to Playboy to T. Roberts.
And Dad got in trouble too, didn't he? Tony Roberts that.
Tony Roberts was T. Roberts was Tommy Roberts. He ordered them.
I did that.
Yeah, Billy and I, we were checking the mailbox every day because it's kind of like, man.
So one day we didn't. Mom gets the mail.
No, it was Regina called her because Regina was.
I got it out of the mailbox.
Oh, Regina was the mail
was
carrier,
delivering
right?
mail, though. Someone delivered the mail.
Yeah,
told you.
Regina did. She said that,
Yeah, because she had. I think she actually called you. Because I remember when Dad come home, he got it. Boy, he kept saying, "Yeah, somebody at work must have, it was a joke or something." He's going, "Tony Roberts, you dumbass." He said, "What are you doing?"
It hurting to get done. They needed one down there.
And Billy and I, we're just being quiet. We just wait.
The whole time thinking.
Probably the only time he ever got chewed that he didn't deserve it, wasn't it?
Then I took those magazines and stuck them. They had 2 or 3 in there in the closet, and I stuck them under the mattress. and I was going to read them myself one time. Well, I never got around to doing it, and then when we moved from the greenhouse to the White House, they were still in the mattress. So I hid them and stuck them underneath the mattress at the other, and I really did look at them dumb magazines. Are they still there? No, they're not there. I think I finally threw them away one day.
What, you got a new mattress?
Yeah.
I tell you one thing though, it's always important to remember to put them right back in the same spot under the mattress where you left them. That way you know, but you know, you would never suspect them ever being moved.
Yeah.
Debbie, you have any Laura stories?
All I can say, she's always been positive and just always been kind to people.
Laura?
That's yeah.
Yeah. Where's the money she just gave you? All right, Wayne Ann, what about you?
She's a lot of fun. I don't have any good stories. I don't know a lot of stories.
Well,
that would be, really, where she was doing something in trouble.
Volkswagen painted. I remember
Viceroy
I had
cigarettes?
those cigarettes on the outside of it. We were in
Viceroy?
Lexington. You were with me when I picked the van. I don't know how you were up there, but you were with me in Lexington. And I had that Viceroy cigarettes on the van.
Because they paid you.
And we
to
rolled our
advertise.
windows down, and we were singing that Superman song as loud as we could, driving down New Circle Road with that little Volkswagen.
Tommy,
yes.
I got one.
Okay.
About when your mom and I met, I come back from Arizona, and my buddy and I went to the executive inn. Later, she said, she looked up there and she says, "Who's that nice looking man? He's not fat." I remember telling me that later. Not fat.
He wasn't bad. That was a good one.
Dave, you got any more that aren't so complimentary? He's like,
No, I do not have any like that.
Got any honest comments?
Mallory, you haven't shared anything.
Well, I remember when she came to my graduation and played laser tag. I don't know if she remembers.
Oh, you did awesome. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, we
I
had a
do
good
remember that
time.
too. I think Marco played about 6 hours in a row that day.
I played a lot.
Well, y'all want me to put the camera away, or are we going to keep going?
Let me think which one I want to tell. I was thinking I might just tell the one I told last night, but I could tell a different one. But that was kind of a cute one, wasn't it?
Let's tell both.
Here last night.
You there?
Yeah. Is it on now?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to tell my story on Dave when we first met. So we were at a dancing place, and I was with my roommate, and he was with his roommate. And we danced, and I thought, gosh, this guy is the perfect height for me. And we go back and sit down, and I had a wine cooler.
Prerequisite.
And I accidentally knocked it off my table, and he caught it. And I said, "You sealed the deal."
Those cat-like reflexes come in handy. So my mom always said if I was this tall and had cat-like reflexes, I'd meet a nice girl.
That's right. I don't remember anything else, what he looked like, what his personality was, but he caught that wine cooler. He's a perfect height.
I said, "What are you, a freaking ninja?"
I didn't realize until the next day that was his roommate, but she didn't say anything till after we were married.
And what about the one you was talking about, somebody saving your life?
Oh, my brother Tommy is so cool. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Tommy is.
I was in my little wagon going down the sidewalk, trying to steer it with the handle.
About a year ago?
And the handle got stuck, and I couldn't turn it. And we had a barbed wire fence, and I would have run right in that barbed wire fence, but my brother Tommy ran and saved my life. He grabbed that wagon before, so he does have a good side every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Jalen, I'm getting you a copy of this.
That's how he got the nickname Super Tom.
What's that?
No. Tommy's just going to do a voiceover like he snatched me from the jaws of
Yeah.
in the nick of time.
Wayne Ann, you missed the most wonderful story ever.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, it's back when I was a superhero.
Oh, no.
know.
It was a superhero.
Superhero.
I think we had a few. We probably should tell a few on Wayne. He's probably got more Evel Knievel stories than any of us.
Yes.
They live to tell them.
Barely.
Barely.
Yes.
He's got a cat with 9 lives.
He
huh?
is a cat with 9 lives.
He's already had 8. So Debbie, you had to take careful watch of him. 'Cause
I've
saved him
slowed
like
down.
8 times.
Slowed down.
Four-wheelers.
Me and Tommy wrestled one time, and then he had his tongue out. Tommy's head got on the
Yeah,
tongue.
almost
about
cut
bit
his
his
tongue
tongue
off.
off.
No, that was we was all in there wrestling, and I don't know, we was all and
Wayne, whenever
Billy, somebody hit their
always
head hit me
going
underneath there when I was biting my tongue, and I bit my tongue into.
He was always going around biting it with his tongue sticking out, biting on it, and Tommy's head hit his chin, and
He did it way before Michael Jordan did.
and I took him to Dr. Smith, and Dr. Smith
I was
about
thinking it
had
was
drunk
you.
that day, and he said that he can't. He said I can't do anything about that, so I took him to the emergency room somewhere, and they sewed it up.
Metal stitches in there.
It was bad. I remember I ate chicken noodle soup for a week. 2
And
weeks.
he had to go around all the time with his tongue sticking out because it's all swollen when you go by his mouth.
It was bad.
It was
was
bad.
bad.
Oh, that'd be miserable.
Oh gosh, the tongue bleeds a lot.
Yes, it was terrible.
I was just trying to teach you a lesson about what happens when you fight with your tongue sticking out. Not a good plan.
And he had the motorcycle at that meeting there beside the Shell Station, Lewisport. Didn't you wipe out on that too, on a motorcycle?
Oh yeah, with Alan Frakes on the back.
Took about half your hide off your body.
Wayne comes in, his arm all bloody and everything. Alex is like, oh, I scratched my elbow.
I didn't tell one about Kim. I remember whenever Billy and Kim were dating.
You're not talking about the sex one, are you?
Oh no. We told you never to talk about that. Oh no, that's not. You didn't finish all that story.
All right, tell away.
Oh my God! I still have nightmares about that.
I did too. I just gonna say Kim and I were walking down the street in front of the house, and we have soybeans there, and I just remember Kim saying, "Is that tobacco?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no!"
Well, I can remember Kim telling me, she says, I love Laura to death and I love listening to her talk, but she doesn't sound like any of the rest of you. Is she from Georgia? She sounds like she's from Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia.
That's another story Lizanne could always tell.
What?
Whenever Laura would call, Lizanne would go, Laura, how you doing? And Rick would say, I know it's Laura, because she didn't say Laura. Yeah, we had a great time. And she would just talk to her.
Just like she was a
Just
baby.
like she was 5 years old again. And she'd be calling, you know.
It's the truth.
And Rick would say, yep, she's talking to
She's
Laura.
talking to Laura, I can tell.
Her voice would change.
Like she's still a baby.
Like she's still the little sister. She's the little one. We start talking about talking. It was cute. I remember taking pictures of Laura and Karen.
I know.
Laura, remember whenever you and Karen came and we dressed you up and we did modeling one week? Talk about that a bit. We modeled. Y'all modeled and I took y'all's pictures.
Yes. Rosenberg got a new camera. And we got to try on all these dresses and pose, and Rosemary was our
I was a
photographer.
photographer and they were models.
Yes.
Just think, Rick, you missed out.
Show off or something. And I had gone to the bathroom, I guess, first, and then I said, Arnold, I said, let's go up there and dance. So I went up there and danced with Arnold, right up there in the very front by the stage, just where you dance. Tony and Libby sitting right out there in the front.
You shaking a leg.
Shaking a leg. I was up there dancing, and I had on a skirt just tucked down in my panty hole. And I'm up there just dancing with the skirt stuck in your pantyhose. And this woman came over and tapped me on the back, and she said, your skirt's in your pantyhose.
You really showing your ass.
I'm wearing
Hey, what about the smiling story?
Yeah, the teeth.
The teeth.
Tell
Yeah.
that one.
Oh yeah, Liz Ann told me, she said, Mom, when you were out, she said, you should smile. Said, you look like you just lost your best friend. And I always dance with these little short guys for some reason. So I was out there dancing with this guy, and I guess his eyes hit me right in the mouth. We were out there dancing, and I was trying to smile, and he said, are those your teeth?
Oh no.
I wanted to say, no, they're my sisters.
She had to stay home.
She had to stay home.
I brought her
That's pretty good.
Because I took Mom down there to the Games Tower, had that restaurant at the bottom. And I started taking Mom out because I had to get her out in the system. I told her things had changed a whole lot since the last time she dated. And this man would come up and say, oh, are you two sisters? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but she's sipping like the most gloomy Gus ever. Sitting with that old frown on her face.
I've always gotten up early, so
Right, Mom?
when I'd stay at Charles' house, you know, on the weekend, I'd get up 5 o'clock or whatever, and about the time I'd get in the kitchen, there's Liz coming in the back door from dancing all night. Like, man, you really impressed me.
We always went for breakfast.
Second of each had breakfast back in the day.
Yeah.
One night I come in and I was coming in, Dad was getting up to go out to milk cows, you know, and talk about coming in late and everything. Dad looked at me and he said, well, he said, from the looks of you, you're getting in fairly late, you know. I wasn't up in my work clothes to go milk, you know. You're coming in, you know. He said, yeah, about 5 o'clock in the morning.
What's that place that used to go down there you could eat after an executive bid? The
Right
Royce.
across the street.
The
Royce.
Royce.
Huh?
The Royce.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's where a whole bunch of people always went.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
Liz Ann always went to executive inn.
Yeah.
Liz Ann and I would always go to the executive
Yeah,
inn.
sometimes you got to break